Well then folks, Greeno here. Where am I today? Well, I am in central London. Behind me here is Haymarket, street with all the theatres on. And I'm outside a restaurant that a few of you will recognise from another channel, I'm sure. This is Fallow. Now, my pal Gary has been here a couple of times, and he actually recommended that I come here to take a look for myself. He's interested in what my opinion of the place is. Now, as you guys know, we don't always agree, so it's going to be interesting to see if my take agrees with his take on it. Now, I'm not going to be ordering the same thing that he did. He had a cod's head, which looked kind of scary, but apparently was very tasty. I'm going to try something else, a few different things off the menu, and see what I think of Fallow. Let's get inside and find out what it's all about, shall we? Let's go. Right then folks, in and seated, and I gotta say, I really like this place. We came in through the main restaurant. It's 12:30 when we got here, and the place is almost full already. This is just on a weekday. This place is popular, it really is. Got a menu here. There is a set menu available, but we're going for the proper menu. What I want to get is the corn ribs. Now, I've heard these are really good. Gary had the corn ribs. I know I said I'm not going to order the same as him, but these apparently have to be had. We're going to get the potato waffle off the menu as well. So that's with cheese sauce, a quail egg, and some ketchup. Bloody Mary ketchup. That sounds good. But what I'm going to do, we're going to go for it. We are really going to go for it. Now, Gary, when he came here, he had a cod's head, if you remember. Looked quite impressive on the plate. Not me. Crispy old spot pig's head. Yes. We are going for a pig's head, folks. I'm assuming it's not going to be the whole one. It's probably going to be cut in half. It comes with apple ketchup, cider and onion gravy, and I've ordered some fries on the side of that. Oh yeah, pig's head, all that nice cheeky meat. Oh, cooked on the bone. I think I read somewhere that it actually comes, like it's almost breadcrumbed or whatever, so it's going to have little crispy elements to it. Oh, Gary, I see your cod's head, and I raise you a pig's head, my friend. I cannot wait for that. Brought over some still water, but while we're here, we're going to go for it. Going to get one of their signature margaritas too, I think. Come on, you only live once, don't you? Oh, excited for this. Okay then folks, so the concept of this place, you get your order in and they kind of bring it as and when it's ready. A bit like a really posh Wagamama. So, the corn ribs have come out first, alongside this, the signature margarita. I'm going to give this a go first. We don't want it to melt, do we? That has got some poke to it, let me tell you. Wow, a really big burst of tequila flavour in there. Maybe I should be sucking on this lime after that. Let's get some of this over the top of the corn ribs. There we go. And these look really, really nice. You can see here the individual kernels covered up in that kombu seasoning. Oh, yes. Let's get this in my belly, shall we? Oh, my goodness me. That is a riot of flavour. There's seasoning on there. It's got smoky elements, it's got spicy elements, and then you've got the sweetness of the corn itself. God, who would have thought corn on the cob could taste this good? That is just outrageous. Let me tell you, if they can make something this simple taste this good, I am so excited for what else we've got to come. Right, leave me alone to eat these now, please, will you? Go on. Potato waffle time, folks. Now, this is not your bird's eye potato waffle. Do you remember the advert of that? Bird's eye potato waffles are waffly versatile. Well, this one seems to have been fairly versatile. It's been covered again in that same seasoning, I think. The kombu seasoning that we've seen on the ribs already. We've got a Bloody Mary ketchup here, we've got cheese sauce underneath, and a cute little quail's egg on the top, which looks beautifully cooked. Let's see if we can crack that open. Here we go. Yes, nice and runny there, look. Wow, wow, wow. Right, let's try a little bit of this. The presentation's just great, isn't it? Or it was until I just ruined it. With a little quenelle of ketchup there, the cheese sauce underneath, the waffle, the egg. This is going to be good, I'm sure of it. That's so clever. It has that familiar texture of a sort of home potato waffle, the things you get out of the freezer, but it's smoother. The outside is crispier. The cheese sauce underneath is quite a delicate cheese flavour, but it's so smooth. Wow. And that little quail's egg just adds a little creamy note. Yummy. I'm going to try this with the ketchup now. So we'll get some of the cheese sauce on there too. A little bit of this ketchup, a Bloody Mary ketchup, so I'm guessing there's going to be vodka involved too. Vodka, tequila. Jeez, this is turning into a boozy lunch. This ketchup is outrageous. It's got a little note of a sort of chili spice. You can't pick up like vodka, but there's all those other Bloody Mary kind of seasonings in there. Worcester sauce, celery salt, Tabasco. God, that is delicious. If they made that and put it in bottles, I'd buy that every week to go on me chips. Oh. I tell you what, the starters have been great. The pig's head, that's what I'm excited for. Bring it on.
And then after that, fully braised, low temperature for a longer time, so like this, everything underneath stays very tender, very moist, very juicy.
Yeah.
And then we'll just deep fry the last minute, so you just have a beautiful crust on the top.
Okay.
So enjoy that. You have your apple ketchup, cider sauce, and here we have a baby jam just for the conscience.
Okay, perfect.
We'll attack it from the cheek area.
Oh, that looks good.
It just crackles beautifully. And then...
Oh, nice.
So that's the juiciest part. However, the pig's head contains way more than just the cheek. For instance, if you continue going down around the eyes, even around the mouth and the jaw, you can find some beautiful pieces. So, best way, we're gonna go straight down, and then just let the knife do the work. Just follow the bone line.
Oh, yeah.
And then, same thing over here. I'll just pre-cut it like this. You can just remove it if not. Don't get enough space on the thing.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
The snout, you can skip that. Don't worry. But if you're feeling daring, go for it.
Okay.
What's interesting is when you stay open, just in between the jaw, you have just like these pieces here.
Yeah.
That will be just in between them.
Okay.
And then here you have a bit more on the ears.
A bit more on the ears, right? Yeah.
Is to go with the cider sauce.
Nice. Fabulous.
All it is here as tools, and finally the beautiful piece and elements. The apple ketchup.
That looks amazing.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Wow, folks, what do you make of that? So you'll have seen there, folks, a little bit of the deconstruction of the pig's head there, expertly done by one of the servers here, who I gotta say are absolutely bang on. Perfect service, good amount of humour with it too, really, really enjoyable. Right, so where am I going to start with this? I mean, good lord, it's something else, isn't it? So we got the pig's cheek just down here, which is the bit that we all kind of know about, don't we? And we have here some of the jaw. Apparently you can eat all of this stuff, pretty much anything that's deep fried, you can eat here. Wow. We'll start with a bit of the cheek because he's already put some cider sauce on there and the apple ketchup. So let's bring a little bit of this over to the plate. In fact, maybe we'll go with a little bit more of the sauce on there. Oh, that smells good. That is a beautiful, glossy sauce. That is as glossy as Claudia Winkleman's fringe, let me tell you. Right, here we go. First taste of the Fallow pig's head. You get the sauce, we've got the ketchup. Oh my God. People talk about meat kind of being like butter and it just melting in your mouth. This really does. It is so soft, so tender, so juicy. And the flavours of this gravy and the apple ketchup complement it so well. There's sweetness, there's a savoury element in this gravy too. Oh man alive. I mean, it looks kind of frightening, doesn't it? I'm not sure this is the sort of thing you'd want to bring your kids to eat, but you know, open-minded adults. We're eating the rest of the pig, aren't we? So why not eat this bit? So much flavour, so much flavour. In fact, let's move on from the cheek. We'll come up round here, shall we? A little bit from underneath where the eye socket is. Can we find any nice meat in here? Look, it's getting all a bit gelatinous. But that's where the flavour is, isn't it? And we got a bit of the crispiness here, so we didn't get any of that with the cheek before. So as the waiter explained, the pig's head is boiled first to cook all of the meat properly, and then at the last minute it's kind of deep fried just to give this crispy element to it. Which is crispy. It's like crackling plus. Good lord. That little bit of meat underneath as well. Kind of gooey and unctuous, but bang, the flavour is good. This little bit, look how thin that is. That's the crispy skin. It's almost like the top of a creme brulee. Man alive. And the great thing about this is you can just dig around. There's little bits of meat everywhere. Look at that, just from underneath the eye socket. So good. Let me tell you folks, this is spectacular. Maybe not for the more squeamish amongst you. I mean, it is challenging to look at, but then you're watching my video, aren't you? I'm relatively challenging to look at, some would say. So, you know, it is what it is. But, oh yeah, the textures of it, so lovely and gooey and yummy. Flavours with it, beautiful. Maybe time to try some of the sides now. So we've got a couple of little sides that have come with this. We ordered some Kaufman fries here. They got the kombu seasoning on, the same as the ribs. And we got this little Caesar salad type thing. That's an accompaniment to the pig's head. Just as a little contrast, I suppose. Something little and pretty and a little bit dainty. Let's give it a try. That's a real surprise. You've got the crispness of that lettuce and the sauce over the top, but this underneath, this cream here, let me show you. There's a cream there. That is a horseradish cream. I did not expect that at all. Lovely. A little fiery kind of flavour. Oh, yes. Right. Fries. A lot of people will say fries are fries. Let's see if this is the case. They're blooming good fries. Again, like I said, it's the same seasoning, the kombu seasoning, that is on the ribs. It's great with everything. I reckon you could put that on top of a blooming crumble and it would still taste good. Oh, yeah. Right. I'm going to get stuck in. There's so much going on here. We'll come back at the end and we'll sum it all up. Do you know what? Begrudgingly, and it takes a lot for me to say this, folks, begrudgingly, I have to admit, Gary, you are absolutely right about that place. One thing I'm definitely going to agree with you about, the service. Out of this world good. It's informal, even though it's a classy joint. I mean, look, I've turned up in my North Face clobber as always. That's not a problem. The servers in there, knowledgeable, friendly, smiling, willing to have a laugh with us. Absolutely spot on. The food though. The food was next level good. Little corn ribs. Who would have thought corn could taste that good? With that seasoning on, beautiful. The little potato waffle with an egg on. Kind of harks back to childhood memories, doesn't it? Of a very simple tea you might have had as an 8-year-old kid. But elevated up again. Absolutely exquisite. That ketchup, man alive, that was good. And then on to the main event. The pig's head. Not this one, the actual pig's head on, on the table, on the plate. So many little nooks and crannies with good little bits of meat in. Oh, that crispy skin, the little apple ketchup stuff, and the cider gravy. Yes, please. Just out of this world good. Out of this world good. Like I say, not necessarily for the squeamish, but if you can kind of put that out of your head, you're gonna eat particularly well. So, oh, and the fries were good too. Let's not forget the fries. They weren't just fries, they were like leveled up fries. So, a score. Got to come up with a score. I mean, it's an easy 5 out of 5, isn't it? 5 plus? Maybe even a 6 out of 5, 7 out of 5. Whatever, it's the best place I've eaten, I think, on the channel so far. It really is. I've eaten in some great places. James Martin's was great. Found, the restaurant in Dorchester, was great. This is better. The food is outstanding. The service is great. The vibe of the restaurant is great. Absolutely love it. Right then, folks, if you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed eating in there, you can't have enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed eating in there, to be honest. Don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me. It does help the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, have a little look around the vault. There'll be other things in there I'm sure you'll enjoy too. And if you'd like to subscribe, always thankful to each and every one of you that does so. Right, where to next? I don't know, but it's going to have to go some to be as good as this, isn't it? I'll see you next time. Bye for now.